Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and welcome back to OverAnalyzed, which is of course our awesome Overwatch coaching series. Today, we're going to take a look at a 1429 rated D.Va player. And of course, if you would like to send in your video clips for consideration to appear on this wonderful coaching series, then do follow the instructions that are on the screen. So D.Va, what are we going to talk about this lovely little Korean lady? Well, what you've got to do with D.Va is understand that Defense Matrix is possibly the most broken ability in the game, and you need to use it. You need to ram it into people's faces and go, Defense Matrix, take that. I don't actually see what your team comp is because you've not brought up the score screen, so get into the habit of doing that, and also, as I always say, bring up the team lists and have a look what the enemy team have got and look at what your team have got because it will help you build a team and you'll be aware of what the enemy have got. We've got two supports though. We've got a Mercy and a Lucio, we've got a McCree, we've got an Orisa and a Torbjorn and D.Va. So it looks okay. We look fine. What we're looking to do here is, right, they've got a Pharah, so we can absolutely mess the Pharah up with D.Va. But we're looking to supplement Orisa's barrier. I don't like this defensive position, but this is a low-level game. So, you know, let's just kind of roll with it. This engagement range is terrible. Why are you attacking people from this range? You do terrible damage at this range. What you should be doing here is using your defense matrix to keep everybody alive. All you are doing, right, is letting Pharah smash you up, Junkrat bomb you, and I'll tell you something, Pharah is just putting a massive ton of damage there because you were not using defense matrix, so she will have her ultimate available very quickly, and you've got to be aware of this. Now, I doubt you will be. Again, this is just not great. Defense matrix, prevent the damage. You only really do damage when you're point blank on people with D.Va. Think Reaper, think Tracer, same sort of engagement range. I think Pharah is about to have her ultimate, so we've got to be very ready for this, and when she uses it, we need to fly towards her and use defense matrix. We should be defense matrixing now as well, because, like, this is not the range. This is not the range. Pharah, I can hear Pharah. What are we doing? What are we doing? Look, find the Pharah. What are we doing? Now, to be fair, she didn't actually do anything. She killed a Torbjorn turret, but we heard the audio cue, and then we just did nothing. We need to turn around and fly away now. We can't fight that. All right, so what we're looking at here is a lot of issues with your play, and a lot of it is because you don't understand what D.Va does. And remember, this is overanalyzed, so it's tough luck. You're attacking at completely the wrong range, which you shouldn't be, right? Remember, she's essentially point-blank range. You're standing still and not really moving around, so you're not really utilizing her mobility. We're not using defense matrix to supplement other barriers like Orisa, or even just to protect our team. And yeah, we're just getting wrecked, basically. So essentially, we've done nothing here at all. We may as well have just not even have been with the team, which sounds very harsh, but that's the truth. D.Va is like I said at the start of this video, right? Defense Matrix, you could argue, is a very broken ability. Depending on where you play the game, like, higher tiers, you're going to say, yeah, it's not fun because it deletes all the damage. But it's a tool that's in the game, and it's a tool that you need to use, and it's D.Va's defining ability. I'm going to pause this now because we've almost got our D.Va bomb ready, and the worst thing we could do would be throw it straight down there. So do not do that. Now, let me explain why this is the worst thing to do. If you look on the screen, you can clearly see the payload is there. We do not want to throw this D.Va bomb through there because it's going to achieve absolutely nothing. Your team are not going to be able to follow up on it, and this payload is just going to keep moving. We don't want that. We want to save this D.Va bomb. So let's see what happens. Like, okay, they've come with their... Oh dear. I think that was a panic D.Va bomb. So their D.Va bombs, you bomb. It might not have been actually, considering how fast you sort of used it. That was the reason why that was bad, right? Is firstly, as soon as that D.Va bomb came in, you should have used your boosters to get the hell away. Not throw your mech in because that makes you vulnerable and then you'll die to the D.Va bomb, which you did. You never want to die in this game. Anything you can do to keep yourself alive is the best thing you can possibly do, right? Yeah, there are certain situations where you do need to die to resync spawns, but not at this level. We don't need to worry about it. What we need to be doing here, though, is using defense matrix. Like, defense matrix. Come on, use defense matrix. We've got... What... You have to defense matrix here because you are taking loads of damage and you're giving them ultimate charge. Pharah will have her ultimate again. Junkrat will have his ultimate again. This is the ideal team for you to be playing D.Va against. Pharah and Junkrat, you basically stop them doing damage, but all you're doing here is allowing them to do damage to you. So they're going to have their ultimates very frequently and it's going to be a major problem. Well, there you go. There's Pharah's ultimate and everybody is dead. So they're going to keep pushing forward, and this is a problem. Also, voice comms have totally stopped, which again generally does happen at this level. In fact, you know, whatever. You want to play an EU at GM and master level, nobody talks anyway. It's just like whatever. Oh dear, Overwatch, please talk. I like it when people talk. NA is slightly better than EU for general chit chat, I think, but yeah, I don't know. Whatever floats your boat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, I think we were talking to the team. All right, hopefully you were saying like let's regroup or something like that. That'd have been a good shout. He's dead, unless he gets out of there, the Winston. There's a Pharah behind us. Right then. Right, there's a Pharah blowing us up from above somewhere. Let me just explain what D.Va should be doing to Pharah. As soon as you see a Pharah, you fly into her face with defense matrix up, and then you shoot her, right, when you get really close to her, because remember, D.Va does a massive load of damage at point blank range, and you will be surprised how much damage you will do. If you can crash into her with your mech when you boost, that's also good, because that's going to do damage to her as well. Only a small amount of damage, but everything helps. And Pharah hits you with a rocket, she's going to take splash damage. You are a massively strong counter to Pharah, and you're just ignoring her. And Junkrat, and this will be painful. Oh, nearly down the hole. No, we survived. Right, this is kind of high level, and I don't expect you to do this or even be able to identify when to do this, but you should have just jumped down the hole. You're dead. You cannot do anything here. You've got 75 health. They're coming around the corner. You shouldn't have backed off, or you should just let them kill you, because you need to be in your mech. The longer you're not in your mech right now, the worse it is. We can get into it here. We've luckily got away, so that's actually kind of lucky there, but I would have expected a better team to have killed you. What we need to do now, though, is get back to our team. Like, just get back to the team, use defense matrix. All right, so that actually worked out. You see, that's a problem with sometimes when I give advice on overanalyze, because I'm expecting you to get killed by their tracer and their DPS, and you didn't, and we flew back towards the bomb. Do not fly towards the detonation icon of the D.Va bomb. And you'll notice it changes colour. When it's red, it's going to kill you or do maximum damage. When it's yellow, it's just going to knock you back and do a bit of damage. So be aware of that. Defense matrix. Yes, defense matrix. And you know, you're too passive. Look at your positioning, right? Yeah, I know you're taking damage, but right, so you've got 208 health. This is I mean, it's okay, right? We can see the fights going on here. The payload is there. Why are we here? We should be forward, right? Yeah, we've used all of our defense matrix, but we should be forward, using this big mech, using everything we've got to absorb damage and do damage. You do damage at point blank range, and you absorb damage at, you know, medium range effectively. So you've got to get in there. You've got to be more aggressive. Remember, with Overwatch, it's easier to learn to be aggressive to begin with. We're actually flying at D.Va, which is good. We've got him for a bomb. That bomb was crap. So let me just make my original point. So it's easier to learn to be aggressive than it is to just be passive and then try and be aggressive later on. If you play the game on the edge, then you'll become a better player, trust me. So, yeah, what you should have done here is you started off here, let's say. You should have launched the D.Va bomb up into the air, yeah? So as you boost it, you boost to here, then you press Q, right? And the momentum carries on with the bomb, and then it detonates here, yeah? It will affect everybody in this region. That's what you should have done. Instead, you flew up into the air, then just dropped it on the floor. Putting the D.Va bomb on the floor is the worst thing possible. The second best thing would have been to fly like this. Notice the trajectory I've got here. I'm not just going straight up like this. I'm definitely not doing that. I'm doing this. I'm starting the boost here. That's supposed to be a B, but it just looks terrible like a D, so let's do it again. That's a B, yeah? We start the boost there. We flick up. Then we press Q, yeah? And the bomb's still going up in the air, and then it might drop down a little bit, and it's going to detonate. Boom. That's how you use the D.Va bomb. Don't just drop it on the floor. It's not good. Well, that's just not going to do anything. Like, you died. You basically killed the Pharah, which is okay, but then you died. But you're looking to, you know, potentially get more than just one kill off that, especially at this level, because teams don't really respond to it. As you get higher up the ranks, Winstons will bubble it. Fly towards it. All right, we didn't have boost available. We were a bit slow there on defense matrix. We're breaking it down. Like, when you've got the beat on you, man, just go forward. Yeah, just rush. Get on the payload. Right, we've got a Riptide coming in. It's only one kill. We need to get on the payload. We're being too passive here. I think that's a nice bubble by Winston there on D1. I think what I'm seeing here with you is you're not using D.Va at the right range. You need to get closer. You need to get right in people's faces. You'll just be way more effective. and use Defense Matrix. Now, Defense Matrix, you can be cute with it. You need to listen for things like when Farah, you know, goes, oh, no, she don't say heroes never die. I was going to go, heroes never die, but that's not Farah. That's Farah's, I was going to say Farah's mom. That's not Farah's mom at all, because that's Anna. In fact, I want to talk about Mercy. When you hear Justice Reigns from above, that's when you Defense Matrix. When you hear McCree's High Noon, you fly at him in your Defense Matrix. When you hear Soldier 76 shout about his tactical visor, he's got you in his sights, you fly at him in your Defense Matrix. She is so powerful. Being, like, amazing with D.Va. Oh dear, did Winston just fall down that hole? Winston, why? D.Va's gone down there as well. In fact, it wasn't too bad off D.Va, I guess. I don't think she was trying to die. I think she just messed it up. But she's resynced the spawns without actually knowing it. And I've totally forgot what I was talking about. So, yeah. Moving on. Oh, yeah, being cute with Defense Matrix. So, the best D.Va players will know when Zarya's got a Graviton, and they'll try and eat it. They'll know when Trace has got a Pulse Bomb, and they'll try and eat it. And then there'll be more advanced things like protecting your back line. One thing which is not happening in this game is their flankers are not diving in to try and kill your back line. When you go up through the ranks, they will. And at that time, you need to be Defense Matrixing that. Oh my god. And flying towards it. See, you kind of did the right thing, but in the wrong order and at the wrong time. But yeah, you need to be what's known as peeling, where you fly back towards your Zenyatta, fly back towards your Ana, or even your Lucio, and you put Defense Matrix on them, and it stops them getting killed by the flankers, and then your flanker can hopefully come back and kill them. But it's just so effective. Alright, so get into the mech, yeah. You always want to be in the mech as D.Va. There are some times where you can use the mini D.Va, but most of the time you want to be in the mech. We've almost got a bomb here. So what we're going to need to do here, right, let's just pause this, because I'd imagine, based off the way you've been playing, you're going to panic bomb, which is not what I want you to do. What I want you to do is throw this D.Va bomb over there. Not straight up in the air. Remember, use this trajectory like that. So I want you to sort of launch it over there, detonate it around here somewhere. What I don't want you to do is detonate it here, because that would be terrible, because Reinhardt will just put his barrier in the way, and then, well, nothing will happen. And you did exactly what I said I didn't want you to do. So as I say, it's very easy to read your play. You're not playing D.Va very well, but I think you can play D.Va very well with just some slight changes. Like, this is just, like, desperate now. Like, we just need to try and survive. There's not really too much you can say here. Like, when you're involved in a brawl like this and the enemy have got the advantage, it's difficult. Although, your McCree's come up pretty big there, but you've been smashed. I don't know, this is kind of close. Is Mercy just like AFK on the payload? Typical Mercy play. No offense, Mercy players, don't kill me. Defense Matrix. What the hell? No! Oh my god. Oh my god. That was a throw. If they push this in now, you are at fault for this. You should have Defense Matrix that Farah to stop those two. The kill on your Mercy, and was it you McCree? So, yeah, that was just a throw. That was an absolute throw by you. That's not being aware of what's going on. You must, like, I can hear it, right? I can hear your game audio. It's loud enough. I can hear these sound effects. What I want you to do is turn your sound effects up to full and turn up your like your in-game character voice things up to full so you can hear everything, because you need to be able to hear stuff with D.Va. I think maybe some people have got problems with their sound setup where they're not actually alert to when you hear, you know, all the ultimate calls and stuff like that you actually need to block, because if you don't block them, that will happen. You absolutely could have held that there. That could have been only 2 points to the enemy team. Ooh. So, let's see what you like on attack. Attack should mean you are inherently more aggressive, right? Worst thing you can do with D.Va is just stand still and do nothing. You want to dive onto people. You want to supplement your attack. You want to just do D.Va-related stuff, so yeah.
A healer. Thank you.
Yeah, healers are good. This team comp is... silver, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, you see team comps like this all the time, because when you go into games and people are not willing to swap, or they just cannot play other characters, they just generally play whatever, and you get weird stuff. Now, ideally, I would like the Junkrat to be removed and replaced with a healer, but that guy might not be able to play anybody else, and he might just be a Junkrat player. Who knows? So you want them on the Junkrat. Now, Junkrat might not be too bad, actually, on the attack here, because he can sort of spam the hotel and all of that good stuff. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Hanzo, even though he's bronze, he might not be too bad as well, because Hanzo can get picks on King's Row pretty quick, and if he does get a pick, it's pretty far for the enemy team to run back. So, you know, one kill is super strong. But what we do have is D.Va and Winston, so that does mean you guys can dive in. The problem is, you don't have any support, so in the forms of like Lucio or Anna or Zen or somebody who can heal you. Like, Mercy is basically the worst dive healer, because she can only heal one target, and she puts herself at extreme risk. Alright, so they're defending the bad position. Your Winston has gone in. I would go and help him, because he's just going to instantly die. He's dead. That Winston is dead, because he's just gone way too deep. But you're not doing anything. Like, you could have gone in and helped him. No. This is so bad. This is so bad. Why have we gone in now? Winston went in, so you think, oh, I'll wait for him to die, then I'll go in. Why? Why didn't you go with him? Now, admittedly, it probably was a suicide mission anyway, because nobody else was following up. But that's when you should have went in. But you waited for him to die, then you went in and you died. So all you've done is fed the enemy team, which is a cardinal sin, and you shouldn't do that, because if they get ultimates available, yeah. And also, let's be spamming shift on the respawn with D.Va, so he instantly boosts the moment we're in the game. Don't wait for you to, you know, for the animation to play if you're getting back into the mech. Alright, so we've got to wait for Winston's bubble now, because we can't really do anything. We've used a res, okay. Defense matrix, defense matrix, defense matrix. You are not defense matrixing enough. Your balance between damage and defense matrix is non-existent. Defense matrix the McCree. Fly in there with that McCree and help him. Where? Oh, get in there, defense matrix. I don't want to be by Reaper. Fly away from Reaper. Oh no. There are loads of errors with this play. Often when we, like, there has been lower level games that I've reviewed with OverAnalyzed, and I remember the Hanzo, who was pretty good with accuracy. I think this is the first time I've seen a genuinely, like, silver tier player, based on mechanics, based on decision making, based on use of the hero, based on understanding of the game. But you could D.Va bomb that. But oh no. But I think there is hope, right? There is definitely hope. What you should do now, I've paused this at a very interesting point. You've got boost, fly up into the air. Remember what I said with the trajectory, where you sort of scoop it round like that. Although apparently I can only draw a little bit. Yeah, scoop it round like that and detonate the bomb. That's what we should be doing now, just because we've kind of got the advantage, and I kind of want to see that. I would have liked it if you could have thrown it under the bridge, but you actually got charged before that could happen, so let's see. Boost. No! What are we doing? Oh, Jesus, no! So we used the bomb at the wrong time. We didn't have map awareness. We got caught in the door. We got killed. We threw away our ultimate. We fed the enemy team. That was so bad. Now remember, I'm not attacking you as a person. I'm just saying, like, this is OverAnalyzed. We're trying to make you better. You've got to be more aggressive. Right, what are we doing here? That's going to hurt. Or you just does that. Right, this is go time. This is go time. Go in. Dive in there. Get in there. Use the defense matrix. Yes. We need to be defense matrix. We know that Junkrat's still alive. Get the defense matrix up. We've got a fully charged defense matrix. You have to use that. Look at all the damage we're taking. Defense matrix in everybody's face. Nobody's going to be able to do damage if you can do that. Yes, good. We've got somebody behind us, possibly. No, we don't. He's off to the right hand side of the Junkrat. You need to spam the I need healing as well, because you're not being healed, and you died because of that. I don't know what the Mercy player is doing, but he should have been healing you. And we just kind of let this play out. Ooh. You know what? I genuinely feel like you are going to get an absolute shitload of advice and tips from this video, because hopefully me explaining what you're doing wrong means the next game you go into, you're going to use defense matrix more, and you're going to attack people at point blank range, and you're going to dive in. Like that was actually genuinely good there. You went in, but we need to go forward and get in there. Get in there. Get away from that. You see how often this enemy Junkrat has got his Riptire up? One of the reasons for that is you're not using a defense matrix to stop his bombs. Like he's just got loads of damage off there. Your Hanzo's gone big though. Hanzo's put his ult through the choke, which is actually pretty strong. In fact, he's killed 2 people. and probably stop their res because he killed their Mercy, which is awesome. Dive that D.Va. Dive that D.Va. Alright. Okay. Ooh, this is... yeah, I think you're going to get a ton. An absolute ton. I genuinely feel really happy. You're going to get so much from this video. Because, like... Overwatch is not a difficult game. But you have to understand the heroes you're playing, and you have to know their strengths and weaknesses. And I think you just don't know what the hell D.Va's capable of. You can uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think you bailed out of that. I think you were going to bomb. Remember as well, if you press shift or the boost button again, you will stop the boost, so you don't have to actually like fly into a wall or whatever. What we want to do here is just wait, right? We don't want to go forward. We don't want to... What's this? We want to wait for the payload to get around the corner. I'm going to pause, right, because I want to show you what I want you to do. The payload is behind you right now. What I'd be looking to do with this D.Va is throw my bomb. Not from the position I'm in here. I'd want to be a little bit further by the bookshop, yeah? I'd want to throw my bomb like this so it detonates somewhere around here. Because all of their team is around the corner and here. Now, they do have a Reinhardt barrier who can block the bomb. So you could be cute and try and destroy it. But look at this. It's almost destroyed anyway. So it might actually get taken out by your DPS. You do have a Junkrat. Or you did have a Junkrat. Maybe he's changed or whatever. If you've obviously got hands on people like that who can burn the shield down. So maybe they will actually burn this down. Worst thing you could do would be to just drop the bomb here. I think you were going in to use the bomb and then you pulled out. Now we could use the bomb. Throw it over. Throw it. Yeah, bomb. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That'll get value. Sweet. See, I knew that would get value. That's beautiful. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. That's the best D.Va bomb you've done. You identified it was going to get value. I told you before you actually did it. Obviously, you know, this is a recording, so you knew you did it. But can you see how I came to the conclusion that that would be good? Like, these D.Va bombs that are thrown over, like, corners and stuff like that around streets are really effective. The worst D.Va bombs are where you just press Q and jump out of the mech because everyone will run away from it. The only time you should be doing that is if you... Well, we could have stopped that. We could have stopped that pulse bomb. I would have stopped that pulse bomb. I wouldn't have known she had it, but I would have just been purely defense matrix in that. And that there... Oh, no. No. We're throwing. We're basically throwing here with D.Va. We didn't eat the pulse bomb, which I'm not saying, you know, like, you should have just had defense matrix up because there was so much enemy in your face there. You wanted to absorb their damage. D.Va would have thrown... Tracer would throw the bomb, and then just it would have been it. So that person who died from it would not have died from it. You might not have had it available for Reaper doing his Death Blossom, but if you did, then obviously you should have put it into his face there. Yeah, it's just like there's a lot of fundamental mistakes here with just reading the game. We could have ate that Fire Strike as well. Uh-oh. That was very lucky. I think we just got out of range. Don't be afraid of going up there. Like, if you've got Defense Matrix, fly up there. Uh-oh. And this Junkrat is doing so much work because you're not shutting his projectiles down. That's why. And there we go. And I don't think you pressed tab at any point during that game, or at least brought up the score, which is really bad. You should always bring up the score screen to see what the enemy have got, to see what your team have got, see what ultimates are up on your team, and then work out combos, of which there wasn't really any combos you could do there. But yeah. Alright, let's... I'm not going to go over it because I think I've explained everything in that video clip out. I genuinely think you will get a ton out of this OverAnalyzed, and I hope this helps other D.Va players as well. D.Va is very, very strong, but you just have to know when to use Defense Matrix and know when to use the bomb, and realise you only do damage at point-blank range. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and remember, you can send in videos for consideration to appear on this series if you follow the instructions that are on the screen. I've been Stylosa, guys. This is Unit Lost. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. You can join the Discord, which is discord.gg/UnitLost, and I will catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.